Hi everyone, today we're going to be solving rotate image in Python on Leetcode. We're given this n by n two-dimensional array, and what we want to do is rotate it so that if you follow my mouse, 1 will go to 3, 2 will go to 6, and 3 will go to 9. Okay. It also gives us another piece of information. It says that it has to be all in place. We can't do another 2D array and work with that. It has to be all in place. Okay, so we're going to be working with a few swaps. So let's take a look at how we can solve this. So if we're given the function, or I'm sorry, the array, and let's say our array is array 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, 9, so just like that. What we want to do here is pretty much perform a zip function. So what is a zip function? A zip I have here, basically it takes the ith element of whatever is passed in, and it'll group them together and turn that into an extra list. So we see, so I zipped list 1 and list 2. We have 1 goes to 1 here in the output box. We have 2 going to 2 and 3 going to 3. So it's the ith element of every list. So that's kind of the idea for this, except remember that we have to do in place. We can't use a separate array. And the thing of it is that zip creates a new array. So in essence, what we want to do is do the function of a zip without actually using zip. So let's do that. The way I'm thinking we go about this is we use a double for loop and we do some sort of a swap. So I'm actually just going to write down what we want to do in this step. So I want to take the first element of every array and put it into a list. So I'm going to say 1, 4, 7. Okay, now I'm on the second element. 2, 5, 8. Third, 3, 6, 9. Great. So this is what we want to do. How are we going to do that? I'm thinking that in our double for loop, we want to swap the ij element with the ji element. So let's say we're at I don't think you can see from there. The camera's a little off. So let's say I is equal to 0 and j is equal to 1. Okay, so now we're going to look at our 0, 1. So basically what I'm saying is let's swap matrix 0, 1 with matrix 1, 0. So this is what I'm saying we should do. So let's find that. So 0, 1 is right here. And where is 1, 0? 1, 0, 1. And then the 0th element. Is this one, since something is a little off? No, nothing's off, because remember we want to do 1, 4, 7. Okay, we're good. Now, what I showed here was just one example. We want to generalize ij. So let's jump into the code. So let's say we just dive in, and remember I mentioned the double for loop. Let's construct that. So we're going to say for I in range. Let's do the length of our matrix. Okay, and let's do for j in range. I want to go from I to the length of the matrix. And now what I want to do is swap the ith and the jth element for every one of these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to initialize kind of a temporary variable. Just name it temp, let's swap. And let's swap the ith and the jth element. So this is a classic algorithm you can find online. This is just going to be matrix I is equal to temp is equal to matrix ij. Okay, and then our second element matrix. No, still our first one. So matrix ij is equal to matrix j I. So now they're both the second element, but remember we have this temp, so we're going to say matrix j I, our second element, is equal to temp. Okay. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay, great. So now we just flip them, and what we should have now is this step. But what we want to happen actually is, let's just take a look at the code. What we want to happen is 741852963. So it's actually the reverse of this. So the reverse of that. So it's going to be 741852963. And that's what I read off for the expected value here. So this is pretty simple. Now we're just going to say for element in matrix. What I'm going to do is I'm going to call the reverse function. It's not going to return anything. It's just going to reverse our list, and we don't have to worry about it past that. And then I want to return our matrix. Okay, this looks alright. Let's run, and let's see if there was any syntax errors. No, first test case passed. Accepted. Okay, great. Thanks for watching.